It's a fine day today, isn't it?
You need something? We've harvested some good crops lately. You're in luck.
Come on. We can't sell Daisy. We're gonna need her.
What we're going to need is money. And she'll fetch a good price.
We still need to move somehow, don't we? She could pull the cart.
We have Clover for that. Look, I know how much this horse means to you, but I've already talked to Dinham. He's willing to pay a lot of gold for her.
But what if we...
No, Gil. Enough. We're selling her, and that's that.
I hope that Camelotian knows what a treasure he's getting. Daisy's not just any horse. She's the best one he'll ever have. I guess. I've spent a lot of time with him. Rob would always send me to the stables when I was getting underfoot. He'd say, "Gil, you go to the stables and don't you show your face again until I tell you." I guess I must have been an annoying kid. I do. Pa had to borrow money from Grandpa to buy it, and he had to work so hard to prove that he deserved it. After he and Ma passed away, Rob kept on working, and I did my best to help. Grandpa was, well, I don't know. I didn't see much of him in those days. And now we're supposed to just leave after everything. It feels like we're letting him down. Have a nice day.
If you're interested in buying a horse, look somewhere else. This one's spoken for. She'll be going all the way to Camelot. Aye, man's name is Denholm. Seems important. Lots of men with him. They're here for the minute. Haven't you heard? They're moving everyone. Something to do with that menhir of ours. Don't really care either way. As long as they keep their promises and give us a better place to live. Aye, and Ma and Pa would rather us alive somewhere else than dead here. Don't know yet, but we're strong and we're not afraid of hard work. I'm a decent carpenter, and Gil is good with horses. I'm sure we'll find something for ourselves. I know. He loves this place, and he loves his horses. I'd rather just forget all about it. Gil's memories of this farm are different from my own, and I only have myself to blame. Mind you, I don't regret any of it, but it sure doesn't make things easier with him. That's one way of putting it. This farm belonged to our grandfather. My parents were tending it, but he was the one in charge. Both Ma and Pa died when Gil was still small. That left us with just dear old Grandpa. And he was a nasty piece of work. He told you that, eh? Ha! But yeah, if I saw that old bastard getting drunk, I just told Gil to go tend the horses. Grandpa had a heavy hand, and Gil was really small back then. I was scared that he'd hit him too hard. I bet Gil thinks I always did it because he was pissing me off. Drunk most of the time. Built like a barn door. That's something Gil got from him, I guess. He liked beating me to a pulp and telling me I was worthless. I remember he had this belt with a heavy iron buckle, shaped like a horse's head. He got it for his service as the master of horses at Warrior's Fair. Man, that one hit hard. Shame the old codger took it with him to his grave. I wish I could have kept it. So when I'd see some lowlife beating that kid, I could use it on them just like Grandpa taught me. What? Where the hell did you get that? A weird beast? So what does that mean? Grandpa got drunk, fell into the well, and got turned into a monster? Ha! That would have been rich. But strange. Gil swore that he saw him walking into the woods. Why? Do you think he saw something and was afraid to tell me? Maybe. He was acting a little strange, but... I was in bad shape that day, so I didn't care either way. I don't think we've ever talked about it afterwards. No matter. As long as the old fart's dead, I don't care how it happened. Would it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't see the point in dragging up the past. Though, perhaps that's what Gil needs to finally let go of this place. Anyway, thanks for this. And for clearing out the well, I guess. We don't have much, but I hope this will be enough for your trouble. Yeah, they're doing their job. For now. But let's not kid ourselves. This is a delay, not a solution. We've got time to think, and that's about it. I've seen enough to know this place isn't safe. Staying means taking a gamble, and I'm not a fan of bad odds. We should leave while we still can. If it gets worse, we'll have no choice but to leave. I just hope we'll have something worth bringing with us when that time comes. Sure, are you? You willing to pay 300 gold? Fine, you have a deal. Denholm will need to find himself a different mare.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Take care of yourself. And Daisy.
Just another peaceful moment. Oh! Hey there, traveler. Better not go much further tonight. Strange things tend to assail our lands with the wilderness on the rise. Oh, it's quite the lineup out there. We've got creeping shadows and gnashing beasts that start to lurk as soon as the sun dips. They're more than just ghost stories now. They're right on our doorstep, and they seem to get bolder with each passing night. And miss all the action? No way. The folks here are stubborn, won't leave their lands. They need protection, and I'm here to give it. Plus, I get to be on the front lines if anything happens. Sure thing. I've got fire arrows. They work wonders against those creatures. It seems like they hate fire even more than I love the thrill of a good skirmish. I can part with some for a few coins. Helps you, helps me. That makes the night watch feel less like a chore and more like preparation for the big leagues.
Evening, traveler. Wouldn't wander out there if I were you. Nights are getting darker, and the weirdness seems to creep closer every cursed night. Are you really that out of the loop? Monsters. The kind that don't fancy staying put in old drunkards' tales, and they're getting bolder, coming closer to the fields. These stubborn soil kissers here won't budge, clinging to their rotten roots like it's all golden. And someone's got to keep the night's teeth from their doors. So, here I stand. Well, I might have something that could light your way, and singe a monster or two while you're at it. Fire arrows. These beasts hate fire even more than I hate my posting. For a few coins, they're all yours. Helps me sleep easier knowing I'm peddling more than just warnings.
Stop where you are!
Well, well, well. The scoundrel has been caught, and now you'll have to pay a fine. Either you do that, or our little chat will take a slightly different direction. Great. Now get lost, and don't get into any more trouble.
You need something? Need anything else? Ah! You really did! Camelot didn't give you any trouble? Huh. Maybe there was something to all those tales about Norm after all. He always seemed so polite. Helped my Reese figure out the best way to grow wheat outside the repellers. It just goes to show you never really know your neighbors, eh? Well, here's the payment I promised, and some freshly picked veggies, too.
Just another peaceful moment.
Who's there? Don't come any closer. I'm warning you, my husband is just downstairs. Then please leave, before my husband catches you here. Well, if you're here to rob me, you're going to be disappointed. My husband and I live off the land. You won't find any riches here. That doesn't mean you can waltz uninvited into the first house you see. We live here. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Everywhere's dangerous. There's no such thing as a safe place on this island. That's something I've learned the hard way. Yes, One I do not tell to strangers who break into my house. No. No, he's very busy at the moment. I'd rather you didn't disturb him. Please just go. I never said you could wander around the house. Oh no. What have you done? What have you done? You monster! You killed my husband! Gods, you're heartless! What kind of monster would bring me fresh berries every day for our morning porridge? My husband was kind, gentle, and caring. And you expect me to thank you for killing him? You're sick! He wasn't impersonating anyone. That was my husband. I'm blind, not stupid. I know who lives in my house. He's not a creature. Don't call him that. He was my beloved. The answer to my prayers. When he showed up, it felt like the gods had finally decided to right the wrong they committed by putting Broden in my path. I finally had a husband who never touched me in a way I didn't want, who never beat me so hard I couldn't get up from the floor. Someone who cherished and cared for me, and whom I could cherish and care for in return. For the first time in my life, I was happy to be a wife. And you took that from me. Someone I'd rather not think about right now. But by the gods, he would have loved this. Making me feel helpless and miserable was his favorite pastime. You could give me a hand with the funeral. Just take his remains and place them on the stone altar nearby. I don't know which god was worshipped there, but they sheltered me when I needed it, and then they brought me my greatest happiness. I need to see to the flowers and proper offerings, and I just need to be alone for a while.
Finally, someone showed up. Listen, you've got to help me get out of this place. I've been stuck here for what feels like ages. Ah, right. My name's Brodin, and this is my house. Oh, well, it looks like my house, but I can't leave, and my dumb wife is nowhere in sight. Hey, sworn to her before the old mother and all that drivel. Why so surprised, eh? Don't tell me she really made one of those freaks here her husband. Oh, Deirdre, I never thought you had it in you. Of all the lessons I taught her, I never thought that would be the one to stick. Ah, it doesn't matter now. Good of you to get rid of that thing. You just put it out of its misery. Ah, you know what they say. Marriage is hard work. Ours felt like squeezing water from a stone. Deirdre was a crappy wife. She was lazy, whiny, and her cooking tasted like shit. I'll admit, sometimes I got rough. But that woman tested my patience like nobody else. But I can see now there was one thing she did learn. Once they are sworn to you, they belong to you, whether they like it or not. Deirdre's deranged. She's spiteful and mean-spirited. Nobody could be happy with her. She makes it impossible. That beast stayed close to her because it had no choice. I've been here long enough to know how these things work. If a deal is made, it can't be unmade. I've always told her, like coals to like. We're not that different, regardless of what she claims. Of course she didn't. She always loved playing the victim. The poor little abused blind girl. Exchanging her rightful husband for a beast slave probably doesn't seem as appealing as the fantastic love story she's concocted in her mind. I'm sure my loving wife had something to do with that. You see, one evening I went out to get some wood and saw a strange light. All of a sudden, a creature attacked me. I tried to fight it off, but I just can't remember what happened next. I must have passed out. When I woke up, I was here. According to them, I cannot leave. Ever. But now that you're here, and that thing that attacked me is back there as well, you could try killing it, and then we'd both be free. Because I can't. I can't touch them, I can't do anything to them, yet they can do anything to me. It amuses them. They like to torment me. They tease me with promises of freedom, only to yank it away at the last moment. Please, you've got to help me. What about her? She's still my lawfully wedded wife. I vowed before the gods to take care of her, and I will, just as I always have. So, what? I deserve to rot here for all bloody eternity as a toy for those things? Just because my demented wife made a stupid wish? Really? Well, then I'll make sure you're not leaving either.
You've done well, mortal. Here, take. Beloved. Yes, give. Now go. Hurry.
Hello? Oh, it's you. Is everything ready? A deal? What deal? What in the world are you talking about? Broden? What does he have to do with anything? And what realm? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, this feels just like... It feels like my beloved. So he's alive? You didn't kill him? Please, tell me everything. Broden, what does he have to do with anything? Are you suggesting that I somehow sent him there? That's absurd. If I knew I could get rid of him that easily, I would have done so before he literally beat me blind. Anything. Everything. At first, I prayed to the gods to tell me how to be a better wife, to explain to me what I was doing wrong so he would stop beating me. Then I prayed for someone to save me, to take me away from here. And then there were nights when I prayed for a swift death. The last time before Broden disappeared, Gods, I remember now. I asked them to take him away from me forever and give me a better husband. Not intentionally, but if what you're saying is true, then I don't regret it. Rotting in that place is the least he deserved. I don't know. I think I'll just... wait. This orb you gave me, I can't explain it, but it feels like a promise. It's important, so I'll take care of it. And in turn, he'll take care of me. Just as he always has. Here, take this key. There's a chest buried behind the house. Before I lost my sight, I managed to earn some coin with needlework. I hid it, thinking I could use it to run away one day. Take it all, I don't need it anymore. And be safe out there.
Oh, hello there. Always a pleasure to see you.
Oh, you'll regret this! We'll make short working. This is going to hurt. You're no match for our power. This is my lucky day. Your road ends here. We'll make short working. We'll make short working.
Nice to see. Good day.
Hello. Coming back to me, I see. You must have excellent taste. What about it? You found it? Oh, quite elegant indeed. It just needs one small adjustment. Do you know how many legends and songs I've heard about this Robbie guy? Oh, what a remarkable marksman he was. Splitting an arrow already lodged in the bullseye with his own during a tournament. What a story. But did anyone actually see it happen? Why make up nonsense when there are just as good, or even better, living archers out there? One of them lives right here in Connacht. Why not write songs about him? A bandit is a bandit, and yet here we are, turning a thief and murderer into some sort of romantic hero. Some hero. I gave my word, didn't I? And do you know who breaks their word? People without honor, thieves and bandits. No one would ever call me that. Everyone knows I keep my promises. Leaving already? And we were having such a good time. See you later.
Always a pleasure to see. You?
If it's quality you seek, you've come to the right place. Well, that's not ideal. I was hoping at least most of them would be willing to invest. It won't be easy to make it work, but we'll do our best. Ailey will remain as head of the hospital, and at least for now, some of the financial burden will be lifted from her shoulders. As for the future, well, who knows? Avalon is vast and full of opportunities. Maybe something else will come our way.
Wasn't expecting company.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
I'll await your return.
Excellent. Here's your gold.
Yes? Well, well. Kestrel the Piercer. We've been after her for a long time, and many of our soldiers have fallen to her arrows. She believed she was dispensing justice to the wicked, though her favorite crime to punish seemed to be simply having a few coins in one's purse. Well, I won't miss her.
You managed to defeat Sindamar the Firebringer. Congratulations.
Long ago, when Sindamar wasn't Sindamar and wasn't bringing anything, he was just a common townsman, deeply devoted to the All-Mother.
At least, that's what everyone thought. Secretly, he was studying forbidden fire-summoning magic. Eventually, he stopped hiding it. You can imagine the havoc. Personally, I'd take 100 Furkets over one Sindamar any day. It's a good thing you managed to stop him.
I'll await your return.
Still in one piece, I see. You've given me much to ponder.
Just stay put. Everything will be okay.
It's always a pleasure to see you. You remind me that potential is such a malleable thing. Such inconspicuous little things. Did you know that cleansing them in the weirdness-repelling fire reveals their true nature? They may still appear to be mere banalities, and yet they become more. To think, you ventured into the weirdness and returned unscathed. All to retrieve a few items for me, as if it were nothing. Oh, you've become a true marvel. Ah, yes, of course. Now that you've proven the success of what was done to you, some things have become clearer to me. You see, from all the documents I've read and the research notes I've studied, I always believed that the way your treatment was conducted was for the greater good. It was meant to be the key to curing the Red Death. But now, I'm not so sure that the people who orchestrated your stay with us had the same goal in mind. Of sorts. I hope you'll forgive my little ruse, but I needed some answers myself. And you've delivered them in a most satisfactory manner. Not that I expected anything less of you. You've given me much to ponder. Let's hope your next visit proves equally enlightening.
You're here.
You found her, didn't you? You went to that cave and came out alive. So that means she's dead. She wouldn't have just given you my heart back. I'm not sure. I'm guessing some kind of spell. I can't believe love could ever be that blind. Sweet All-Mother, I'm embarrassed just thinking about it. She was a monster, as you know. A beautiful one, but only on the surface. I can't believe it's over. Oh, and I didn't have a chance to express my gratitude. Although, an apology might be more fitting. You risked your life for me. That's more than I could ever ask of anyone. Even someone dear to me. So, thank you. What brings you here? What do you need? In my eyes, she never looked like a monster. I remember following her to that cursed place. When we were close, she touched my heart. I felt a great pain. And then I saw what she really was. I got scared, grabbed something heavy. I managed to get away, but inside, I felt emptiness. Each morning after that, the burning of my wound grew more intense. He seems stern, but he's a good, hard-working man. This time, though, it's personal. As soon as I was sure I could swing the hammer twice, I got straight to work. I'm forging a new heart. I know I've only just gotten back the one that beats in my chest, but I can feel there's something wrong with it. It's weaker. I am weaker and unsteady. It's easier for me to grow impatient and angry. More things seem to cut me deeper. I feel like my heart is poisoned. It hasn't been easy for him. His entire world has begun to change around him. You've seen what they did to the trees near Kunacht. For some reason, it pains Urfia no end. Even before I got sick, the Camelotians had commissioned a lot of work from us. I think he feels partially responsible for what's been happening around here. The men here in Kunakt is dying. The nights have become even more dangerous. People say the weirdness is creeping closer. Perhaps the Camelotians have a point. It is difficult for me to say anything more. I just want to do my job the best I can. So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark a forged replacement ought to have. They were far too weak to beat in a blacksmith's chest. There's a legend about the Stone Wardens. It tells that they could forge a heart stronger than any other. A heart that could make a man invincible. Sadly, I don't know much more than that. Right now, I'm just banging my head against the wall. Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, my hands are tied. Vrel is the only person from the tribes that I know. A Dalriata selling books. And that's something, isn't it? I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but maybe you could do it for me? Urfir will clobber me with his hammer if I shirk my work again. Thank you. I hope Vrel will be able to tell us more.
Thanks for the interest, but I'm not taking commissions anymore. Frescoes, sculptures, sometimes paintings, gilding the ruins. A lie to distract from the suffering. Go on in, if you've got time to spare, and nothing better to do. My name's Delia. I spent years working in art. Mostly decorating walls and ceilings, though I carved a few statues for Lord Yvain as well. It's only recently I realized what a waste of time it all was. I used to spend entire days in the studio, carving, painting, cutting off from the world. This whole business with Camelot opened my eyes. The men here was just there. I never thought it could go out forever. People have lived on Avalon for 600 years. How long have we got left before the weirdness swallows us whole? 5, maybe? How does art stop that? Has it ever protected anyone? Fed anyone? Driven the weird back? Or whatever crawled out of it? I want to do something. Help somehow. But what am I meant to say? Oh, your house is on fire. Don't panic. Come see me, I'll paint you a nice landscape. I was an artist for, what, 15, 16 years? Believe me, most people just want a nice mosaic on the wall so their neighbors get jealous. At best, art lets you forget the world for a moment. But it's just that. A moment. Doesn't change anything. If relocation actually happens, I don't know if I'll go. The capital will need workers and sharp minds to try and delay the end of the world. Can't say I'd be much use. Maybe I shouldn't. But lately, it doesn't feel like the world's ending. It feels like it already has. People just haven't accepted it yet. You bought a house in Cunard, even though everyone else is leaving. Well, I won't lecture you on investments. I wasted my own time quite spectacularly. As for helping you decorate, I have to decline. Sorry, I don't see the point, especially with the weirdness about to flood the town. You mean go out with my head held high? Face the end? And laugh in its face? There's something seductively romantic in that vision. Like shouting into the oncoming void. I'm still here. I still think and feel. All right. I'll take the commission. Tell me what you need from me. Hello. You must have a lot of time on your hands. Oh, it's you. You need something? Welcome back. If you don't have any more questions, I'd rather be alone.
I should stay out of trouble. Just keep your head down. Just keep your head down. I should stay out of trouble.
Open up.
You are nothing but a... I see fear. I'll strike you down. Our shield is a fortress.
You doing okay?
You'll have to do better than that. I see fear in your eyes. Your armor won't save you. Show me what you are made of. You'll fall to my sword. You'll fall to my sword.
Are they gone? Phew. I thought I was done for. Thank you for stopping. My name is Lemuel. I'm but a humble servant on a pilgrimage for the glory of King Arthur. They might still come back. I'd rather stay here for a while. Yes, and if they do show up, you'd better run as fast as you can. Otherwise they'll cast the evil eye on you too. Damn witch. May the weirdness take her. Carla's lackeys are trackers, those lousy world wreckers. Well, perhaps they were once good people. Humble servants of the king. Just like me. But they abandoned their pilgrimage. They crossed the wrong thresholds, and then they got caught up in evil magic. First, it wound around their hands. Then it traveled further and further, entering their bodies through their mouths, flooding their insides. She's trying to finish what she started. She wants me. Her goal is to turn a royal pilgrim into a corrupted heretic. Not enough about Carla, enough. Our conversation might attract the trackers. Unless you would be willing to confront her. The profession of a witch hunter is a noble one, and it offers generous rewards, particularly if you succeed in bringing in the head of a hag like Carla. Huh? Oh, if we're bargaining, then you must be seriously thinking about it. I promise you mountains of gold, but alas, I'm just an old, humble pilgrim. However, I do possess a very special relic. Something perfect for a brave soul like you. That's what I can offer. Oh, well, decades ago I fled my village. The Red Death began to spread, and I started showing symptoms. I was terrified the Red Priest would take me to the Island Asylum. That's when I met that monster, Carla. She promised she could cure me. She was so beautiful. Then, when we were getting, intimate with each other, I had a vision of King Arthur. He warned me that she was a witch. A terribly evil witch. That's when it all became clear. Carla must have put some kind of spell on me. I couldn't resist. I was bewitched. So I ran. And now, she's furious with me because she couldn't keep me. They seem human, but their eyes are completely empty. They have a strange look in them. Hateful. They seldom speak, but when they do, you can feel your throat tighten. It's pure heresy. And wherever they appear, you can be sure Carla isn't far behind. Why, Arthur, really? You did that for me? Oh, you're a true savior. Oh, this is incredible, unbelievable. I've been running my entire life. And now, I could finally be free. For now, I'll stay in my barrel, but please, return as soon as you can. Hurrah!
Fire's warm, steel's ready. What brings you here?
Oh? And where'd you hear a tale like that? I didn't know our stories had traveled so far. The Camelosians prefer to call us heartless beasts only capable of destruction. But I suppose a tale about creating a heart in the fires of a forge is something only another blacksmith would believe and appreciate. So, that Beor, tell me about him. Aye, that's the way of it. A heart given to those creatures is never whole when it returns. If it returns at all, they drain every joy, every spark, leaving what's left little more than a brittle husk. I'm sorry your friend bears that burden. He used iron, didn't he? Iron's too brittle. Steel's no better. It's cold, lifeless. To forge a heart, you need metal that is alive. You need a metal that will sing as your heart sings when you see the smile of a loved one. Twice. Once for a man whose wife's heart had been frozen by an ice weaver. He feared it would shatter, so I made her a new one. The other, well, it beats in my beloved's chest as his beats in mine. Both forged in the same fire. Bound to the forge as much as to each other. Aye, it's the only metal fit for such a task. But weird steel alone isn't enough. It must be woven with ethereal cobwebs, threads that will give the heart its strength. Bring me those and I'll forge the heart. After that, it will need to be filled. But that task will fall to you.
I've got work.
Oh, hello there. Hello.
Good. Give me a moment to find the right song. I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. At least in terms of craftsmanship. The rest is up to you. The art is just an empty vessel. It needs to be filled to start beating. Life, of course. A heart must be full of life to start beating. But we'll talk about that when you return. Well, there are two ways. Through death, or through sacrifice. You can pour some of your own life into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifices are worth making. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Something far more valuable than what you've lost. No, of course not. You can fill it with the life of creatures you kill, but it'll take some time. A life torn away is far less willing than a life freely given, and I can't say what effect it'll have on Bayo. It's not a method we use often. Then he'll have a cold lump of steel in his chest. What do you think? If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up when you fight. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. Come to me and I'll bind life to the heart. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, just tell me. Either way, come back with either a full heart or when you make up your mind.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
My wife's not writing back. I'm starting to get worried.
Really? Airfear. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. If anyone finds out who's responsible for the sabotage, well, I'd be forced to take drastic measures, and I don't want to do that. Even my own men can't know about this. We're not interested in a conflict with the residents of Connacht. When I arrived in Connacht, I knew I would have to get to know the people here and learn the rules of this place. Airfear is not just the blacksmith here. He's the oldest resident of the village. He's old enough to remember the ancestors of Yvain, the current lord, and Yvain respects his opinions. Revealing this information could escalate an already tense situation, which is something we don't need at the moment. I hope you understand this, and that you'll maintain common sense.
Yes?
I'll await your...
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Always a pleasure to see you.
Well,
Nice to see you.
Oh, there you are. I'm so glad to see you. I haven't had the chance to properly thank you for helping me with the hospital. Truth be told, it's still rather hectic here. But at least I don't have to constantly worry about money and supplies anymore. I do wish I had more time for all the patients. But perhaps, in time, we'll be able to bring in another healer, or at least an apprentice. Not really. Everything has been going quite well, though Legate Denham isn't too happy about this development. Oh, if you come across any herbs or potion ingredients, feel free to bring them to me. I'd be happy to buy them.
Grip!
Yes? What brings you here? A handful of Camelot soldiers, myself among them, were chosen for a special mission under the command of the Red Church. The priests sought an artifact said to be hidden within the toll house at the border. Yet, what we found was far more precious. Blessing and peace. None returned but me. It was then that I received the gift. Farewell.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Oh, hello there.
I talked to Gil. You know, I never thought he had it in him. I know he didn't kill the old bastard on purpose, but that was some quick thinking. Still, I wish he hadn't felt like he had to keep it to himself all those years. No, we talked about it, and the only thing keeping him here was Gil. But I promised to back down a bit, let him do his own thing. He's gone to talk to Yvain's master of horses about taking him as an apprentice. I'll miss him, but I guess it'll do us both good. Not much. Granddad beat me until I passed out. It was probably the closest he came to killing me. When I woke up, I was in pain. Granddad was gone, and Gil just patched me up and then acted like nothing had happened. We never said a word about it. I guess we both wanted to forget, just for different reasons. Thank you for what you've done for us. May the All-Mother bless you.
Got something for me to look at? Got something.
Always a hello.
Another vessel of flesh wandering these damned lands. I sensed the stench of mortality upon you from miles away. Was it the church? The druids? Or have the old gods marked you as their sacrifice? Don't answer. All paths lead to eternal darkness. The wheel of suffering turns without purpose. You seek the crossroads, like all others before you, as if it would save you from what awaits beyond the veil. I am Baharit, a knight of the abyss. It's where the weak gather, desperately clinging to the illusion of hope, to their prisons of flesh. It does offer temporary shelter, one final respite before the eternal night. Your soul is marked by corruption. I can see the void growing within you. If you seek liberation from the chains of flesh, I can open the gateway. Your life has been nothing but a cosmic joke, but your death could become a sacrament. Just say the word. Yes, the void claims us all eventually. Excellent. Let blood be the key that opens the gate to oblivion. Another vessel I sensed was that the don't use as if excellent. Let blood. Was it the don't use as if you excellent.
Always a hello there.
Thank you. I'll take it to the Seers so they can finally stop panicking. You've done well. I'm glad you had decided to become one of us. Killing you would have been such a terrible waste. Now your next task will be a bit different. It will require a certain level of discretion on your part. There's a hatchling who was entrusted with a rather delicate mission. His name is Vin. We sent him to Connacht to get close to Legate Denholm. The problem is, he stopped sending reports, even though we know for certain he's still alive. Let's just say Vin is uniquely suited to the job. The poor boy needs a father figure in his life. And Denholm, well, he has his own regretful past. You'll have an occasion to help build a happy family. A rather inspiring task, don't you think? No. Vin must continue his mission. You see, Legate Denholm is a strong candidate for becoming a Knight of the Round Table. But he has his own mundane concerns. He regrets not having an heir to carry on his name. He regrets quite a lot, as you'll discover. Vin was supposed to position himself as the son Denholm always wanted. The son he could still have, provided he formally adopts one. We want this to happen, and it is your responsibility to ensure that it does. What Vin wants is of little importance, and he should be well aware of that. Besides, he'll be spending the rest of his life in luxury. I really don't see what the problem might be. See that it is. I'm counting on you. Go, fly to Connacht, and may Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
You doing okay? Ah.
Sorry, I've got no time for chatting. I'm handling something important for Legate Denholm. You're with the children. Shit! Fuck! Listen, please don't kill me. I can explain. I've been working on it, I swear. Things were going smoothly, but there's a problem. I think Legate Denholm might actually be my father. I caught him giving me this strange look once, so I asked if something was wrong. He said he used to have a son but lost him young. Said the kid would be at my age now. So I asked how it happened, and Denholm told me. The weirdness got them. Swallowed their entire village. I wasn't with them. And that's exactly what happened to me. Except I survived because my mum told me to run before the weirdness came. I was 6. I don't remember much. Just my mum looking terrified and telling me to run to the town, promising she'd be right behind me. I ran until my legs gave out. Stopped only when I reached the gates. That's when I realized she'd lied. She never followed me. I spent years on the streets after that, until the children found me. But it all lines up. Denholm's local, just like me. If I could remember where my village was, I bet we'd find something to prove it. But it is. I swore to myself that if I ever found that bastard, I'd kill him. I don't even remember having a father. It was always just me and Mum. He probably got what he wanted from her and left. Fine. Maybe he didn't. But he still wasn't there when she needed him the most. And now the children say he's a candidate for a knight. What a joke! What kind of knight abandons his son and the mother of his child to be killed by weird beasts? He doesn't deserve any of it. Of course not. What could he even say? Sorry wouldn't cut it. And that's only if he regrets anything. Honestly, I don't think I could talk to him without wanting to kill him. And shit. I really wanted to succeed in this mission. The children gave me a home after he left us with nothing. But if it's really him, I can't go into this blind. Not knowing would eat me alive. You do that, and you tell me the truth, no matter what it is. Fair enough. Well, at least you haven't killed me. Thanks. Really, this means a lot.
They thought it might be easier for me to connect with the locals, since, technically, I'm one of them. I used to live in a village nearby, but the weirdness swallowed it up, along with my wife and son. I wasn't there. I was busy trying to make a name for myself in the army. I rarely came home. I kept telling myself that once I'd earned a decent position, we'd start a new life in Camelot. My son, he barely knew me, but you know how it is. I thought there'd be more time, that there'd always be a future for us. Well, I was wrong. I wasn't even there to bury them. By the time I found out, it was too late. My friends told me they buried them in a crypt near the town. I haven't even had the chance to visit since I got here. Not that I could. After the weirdness and the Red Death swept through the village, I've heard horrible stories of what happened to the people who decided to stay. You would do that. Thank you. I wasn't expecting this. But I'll try to prepare a reward for you if you manage to do this. The crypt was locked down after the outbreak, but being Camelot's legate has its perks. Here are the keys that will open the entrance. I'll await your return. I'll await you.
I'll await.
Help a soul out on your journey.
You doing okay?
Good to see.
Have some spare food or coin?
You're just in time. The forge is ready.